Good evening, everybody. Happy Tuesday evening. We're back twice in a day. Twice in a day. Putting in a double shift, I am. Flipping heck. Right, nice to see you. What have we got in so far? We've got Ames, we've got Left Seat Live, we've got Fabian, and we've got in YouTube Derek James, and who's that? Vunto, Overly Gaming, and David again. I do have videos to make, but I'm kind of procrastinating. So, AOG's in as well. So this is me procrastinating, just so you know. That's what that looks like for me. Hope you're all well anyway. Also, I'm kind of curious to compare this morning stream to this evening stream in terms of like numbers and how many people watch and that kind of thing a little bit. Not that I've got any plans of giving up the daytimes. I do enjoy the daytimes. But it's handy to know this stuff. It is handy to know. So, for those of you that aren't familiar with the airport codes in the top of the screen, we are currently at East Midlands in a DHL 777 freighter on VATSIM. Going to Cologne, which is looking rather busy actually. Let me have a look. So here we are. Of course, everything's gone offline. Then into Cologne, we've got the works. Look at that. Delivery ground tower. I don't know if there's other stuff on above them. Not at the moment. There was a moment ago. They've obviously gone offline hearing that I was on the way. Who can blame them? Never been into Cologne, I don't think, on VATSIM. I don't think I've been into Cologne on VATSIM, so that would be a first for me. That'd be cool. Evening, Josh. Alex is in as well. Who have we got in? Jacko as well. And Pando. Or Pandy. I need new glasses. I can't tell if that was an I or an L. My goodness. Dropped you a message on TikTok a while back, but not sure if you saw it. Wondering if you have model matching package for VATSIM with your VA liveries so I can show them on my streams. Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry, I'm really bad at replying to messages on TikTok. That'll be why. Yes, so we have VMR files that we, as long as you have the plane, the livery installed, if you point vPilot to those VMR files, it should TM be good. I am in the process of putting together an application to become a VA partner with VATSIM, and apparently when that happens, you just get FSLTL will do it for you. So I very much look forward to that day when I don't need to worry about VMR files anymore. That'd be a great day. Evening, Chris. How you doing, Todd? Greetings from the land of maple syrup. No, Josh, I figured it out. There's an old bag of coffee in my cupboard that's got Peru written on it. I figured it out. I found it earlier. I was like, I'm not going crazy. I'm sorry about that. Oh, great relief when I found that. Honestly, I thought I was going mad. Right, how do I start this plane? What have I done so far? I've done the batteries, I've done the Adiru, I've done the primary, secondary powers, which are currently on. Oh, I've done... What else have I done? Emergency lights, I guess we'll do them. You can tell it's been a minute, huh? I think that'll do up here for now. I've done the EFB prior to going live. We are currently loading. So we will go to the FMC. Posinit. And we can enter inertial position. That'll be this one here, I guess. Happy days, there we go. I can hear my dog barking. I trust my wife's got it all in hand. Right, Ref Airport, EGNX for East Mids. I don't know what gate we're at. What gate are we at, everybody? Where the hell am I? 105. There we go. And we can do route request and then sim brief. Set the payload, set the fuel, select the route. Route requesting. Good, good, good. Your TNT cargo. Nice one. To my right. Oh, yeah. Why don't I have a livery for that then, I wonder? Anything... That's a static, isn't it, that one? Just a case of joining the VA at the moment, then. No, I mean, you don't have to join the VA in order to see them. Just download the liveries, and if you've got the planes installed, vPilot should swap it out. Planes coming to life. Good. Let's load that. Bing bong. I like the little bing bongs. Yeah, that's it, radar controller, yeah. So it's the only way we can do it at the moment. We don't... I did write to FSLTL and I said, look, we're a bunch of nobodies. This was like a long time ago. I mean, we're still a bunch of nobodies. But we're definitely a bunch of nobodies. I said, is there any chance? I'll do all the 3D modelling work, like all the livery painting. If I sort of contribute my liveries to FSLTL, would you include it? And they said, no. We just go by the VATSIM partner list. Hence, Osprey works, for example, because they're a VATSIM partner. Now, looking at the requirements, we've now met that. So, I guess we can apply for that. Be audited. Which, yeah, that was an interesting reading through that document. It's like it's like it was written for a Fortune 500 company or something. The language in it, my goodness. What have I just done? That's better. Activate. Execute. And let's go Perfinet. And we will accept that. Zero fuel weight is in. Now I need to do my departure. So we're on runway 27, Sapco 1 November. That one's in. Now into Cologne. Simbrief's told me to go runway 24. And on the ATIS it does say for Cologne. Where are they? Oh. On the ATIS it says runways 31 right, 31 left, and 24. So, don't know. I don't know if they're going to be mad at me if I turn up ILS on 24 when everyone else is coming in 32 right or whatever. Not sure what to do for the best there. Might be worth pinging them a message en route. We'll see what happens. Alrighty. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Josh. That whole Peru thing, man. That was crazy. That was crazy. My bad. Oh, Chris, well done. You just bought the PMDG 777-300. Awesome. That's cool. ILS 24. And we're on the Depot to Charlie. We'll transition at Cologne. Do I prefer the 737 over the A320? Depends on the day, really. Depends on the day. I like the variety more than anything else, rather than like, you know, swearing allegiance to Boeing or swearing allegiance to Airbus. It's like I want to fly all sorts. And that does come with its costs, because you could end up being a jack of all, master of none. I don't know. I mean, it took me a long time, a long time to figure out the Boeings after so long in the Airbus. QNH 17. 1017. Happy days. Go. Good, 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 good. Very much enjoying it, Josh. Guys, if you don't know, Josh in YouTube chat is from Rajado Coffee, who do the APU coffee blend. So if you've got any questions on that, now's the time. Sorry, Josh, just stitched you up there. You're hoping for a nice quiet stream. Descent forecast uplink ready. Okay. Are we loaded yet? Boarding completed. Yeah, all done. Done and dusted. Love it. Matt, how are you, mate? Welcome, welcome. Okay, route data, wind data load. Should get a load of W's in there. W. And now, East Midlands, runway 27, import from aircraft. Import the weather. Bing bong. So total fuel is 40... Oh, it's in pounds. Ugh. I want to make sure I've got what SimBrief says we should have. Bup. 18,000 kilos is what we should have, and 75,000 in cargo. Zero fuel weight. Zero fuel weight. Where does it tell you where your fuel is? Evening, Jamie. Yeah, no worries, Matt. I'll be probably not pushing back to 8 because I need to take a minute here to get myself ready. Zero fuel weight. 486. And we've got 426. No, 606. So that's 40,000. Yeah, that's right. Good. Confident that GSX has loaded the plane, basically. Oh, right. Flaps 5. TO2. Select temp 49. Flaps 5. Thrust was TO2, wasn't it? Yep. Select temp 49, not 499, blimey. Flaps 5, 151, 152, 155. And we are spot on. There we go. Trim 475. Can I do that yet? No, I can't, can I? No, I cannot. How you doing, Christopher? Now, spad.next. Am I in my 777 profile? Yes, I am. Good. We've had a couple of bugs with the 777, haven't we? Last time I was in your stream, you said you had something coming in the mail. What was it? I can't say. You have to wait for the video. Like and subscribe. I promise you something did turn up, and I'm not like engagement farming. Probably about time then to start the APU. Where are the fuel pumps? Fuel! Presumably, we do not have, yeah. Anything in the centre tanks, given that we're only popping over to Germany. And the easy on stand 12. Can I see you from there? Bit far out yet. Not looking forward to flying tonight. Well, I'm looking forward to flying, but I'm not looking forward to flying in the dark tonight, is what I meant to say. Not a big fan of flying in the dark, as many of you know. But I feel like I do need to get better at it. So, I guess we'll keep doing it. 155. Alexander, thank you for subbing, buddy. Appreciate it. Runway heading 268. Let's have a little look at charts while we're thinking about stuff. We're on the SAPCO, so... Harrison, how are you, mate? 9,000 at SAPCO. We must be at 9,000. So, 9,000 in the window. That I can do. APU's now running, that's good. Close all the doors. Now there's a way, isn't there, to do to do these. I wrote it down as well. Where is it? Hang on. To do the hydraulics, there's a certain procedure. Hold the line. I know this. Boom, 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 boom. Top panel. C2 on. Pressurize the right hydraulic system first, otherwise hydraulic fluid can move from the left system to the right. This cannot happen from right to left. This is what I wrote in my notes. So, C2 to on. I do believe. Which one, though? These are the airs, which we don't want. C2 on, C1 on. Then we do C1 air auto, C2 air auto. I think. Far right, then left to right. Good. Alright, we'll have the logo lights on because it's dark. I think we're nearly ready to go, you know. I think we're nearly ready. Let's get GSX ready anyway. Need to remove the chocks, don't we? Okay, that's alarming. Why are my throttles not working? Controller? Simon, thank you, mate.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Proper job. Spad and Spad. I shut down Spad. That's why. Up it.
Departure checks completed.
That's alarming then. What's going on here? Come on. Ugh. Well, this could be a pain in the behind.
Locking gear.
Let's debug this then, shall we? What I need is for my throttles to work, never mind anything else right now. Yeah, I've got it in the SPAD profile. What's going on? Don't know what to say. Put it back into the 7777 profile. Why is nothing moving? Well, this could put the cat amongst the pigeons, couldn't it? Can't go very far like this. Let me try replugging my throttles a minute. I got nothing. Oh, why is that? Does anybody know? Anyone got any ideas? Ugh. Okay, let's kill Spad. Is Spad properly gone, or was it just gone into the system tray? I think it's gone, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, the sim's detecting the throttle. It's just that Spad isn't doing much with it. Warnings. There is a new version of Spad, but your update subscription has expired. Really? That sucks. What about now? Hey, there we go, look. Don't know what just happened. Obviously, turning it off and turning it on again did the trick. Right. Let's do window heat. And emergency lights, they are on, or they're armed. Let's get the beacon on, shall we? Let's tune Unicom. Just make sure no one else is online. No. East Midlands traffic, World Express 232, stand 105, pushing back, facing east on Bravo. I didn't catch much of that. I won't lie. Nose left, tail right. Ooh, I don't like the look of that push, actually. Thought I might be able to sneak, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Wide Express 232, East Midlands traffic, cancelling push due to traffic.
And East Midlands traffic, CST Cargo 467 will be giving way to the station back DHL code, DHL, and so we'll be taxing this.
How have I configured my Airbus throttle for the 777 freighter? I use a piece of software called spad.next. And that basically does all the hard work because you can download user-generated profiles from there. And it just kind of works, which is pretty cool. Am I going to 27? Yes, I am.
Easy 232, taxiing Alpha 1 via Charlie, Quebec and Alpha, East Midland traffic.
Hey, Inns Gaming. Thanks, mate. Welcome on in. SPAD. S-P-A-D. Unreadable.
And East Midlands traffic, I repeat, CNT Cargo 467, we're taxiing behind the pushing back DHL.
We're going to hold position and let you taxi because there's not quite enough room for us to get pushed back by the look of it here. That's Wide Express 232. Thanks.
Then we move back a little to clear some space for you.
What is going on now? All right then. Hey, nose left, tail right. East Midlands traffic, Wide Express 232, pushing back, stand 105 onto Bravo facing east.
And East Midlands traffic, CNT Cargo 467 behind the pushing back DHL 777, taxiing behind the 207.
Why isn't it? That'd help if I removed the chocks, wouldn't it?
Commence parking brakes, please. All engines clear. Start at will.
I love the accent on this guy. There we go, we're off. Finally. We're off, we're off, we're off. We'll do right engine to start. And we'll add the fuel. Bang on time. Here it goes. How many frames are we getting here, by the way? Nearly 50. It's not too bad. Hey, Apollo, you alright? Spad.next is not free. No, it's not. But it is very good. We're doing 2 streams today. One in the day, one in the night. Mr. Mint, good evening. Alright, let's get back in the cockpit real quick. And we will start...
Please set parking brake.
Easy 232, lining up runway 27 for departure, East Midlands traffic.
Projected takeoff is set. Let's make sure we're in exponder, which we are. And squawk mode Charlie is activated.
Unlocking gear.
VRAM issues at Hanover 4080 Super. Yep, been there. That's why I'm on a 7900 XTX. Which is really, really silly when you think about it, when you say that out loud, but we are where we are.
Tow truck disconnected.
Easy 232, East Midlands traffic, departing runway 27, SAPCO 1 November departure.
Clear.
Manchester traffic, Channel 27, Hotel, Cemetery level 140 towards Trent, Tower for Mike arrival, and look about 4 seconds from date, we'll post, Tower 23 right, Manchester traffic.
Fuel control switches cut off. Fuel control switches cut off.
Traffic liner 142, we're so now descend down to level 130 for Manchester.
It's a new one. Surely that's never right. Okay, they're back to norm.
Lufthansa cargo 528 stand 103 pushing back.
Oh, okay, fine. Lufthansa's on the way. How do we override that? Item override. There we go. Normal! Okay, V2 is in, heading track, altitudes are in, takeoff speeds are done, CDU pre-flight. Trim was going to be 475. Have we done that? There it is. Taxi and takeoff briefing. Lovely. Anti-ice is fine. Recall's been done. Flight controls. Ground equipment is clear. Yeah, I forgot about the checklist on this thing. Forward takeoff, flaps 5. After takeoff, good. Nice surprise indeed. TNT get fed up of waiting.
East Midlands traffic, Easy 232, climbing flight level 90 on SAPCO 1 November departure, East Midlands traffic.
Look at the little reflection on that glass, look, from there. Hey, nature. Good. What's the situation in Cologne? Ground and tower. Where are you going then? Stansted to Cologne. Looks like you're going for a 2-4. Probably out and around. You know what's going to happen? We're going to get there and it'll all be offline. That'll be bloody typical. Caribbean stream soon. SLH just released an epic St. Bart's. If you can't get a 737 in there, probably not. Is the honest answer to that. Turn that APU off. Now we don't need it. East Midlands traffic behind the Lufthansa. We will be taxiing via Bravo and Alpha to runway 27. World Express 232. God, I messed that up. What aircraft? We are in... We are in the 777 freighter.
Lufthansa cargo taxi and runway 275 Bravo Alpha for East Midlands traffic.
See, that's a proper radio call, not like the one I just did. Right. Lights. Is it bad form to have the runway turn-off lights on while you're just taxiing around? Mr. Mint, thank you for 3 months. Damn.
Cargo 528, Honshore Bravo here to await the in front aircraft to taxi.
Go on then, let's have the turn-offs on then.
EZ232, climbing flight level 370.
Easy's off. What do we think about nighttime flying? Cheers for 3 months, by the way, Mr. Mint. That's really cool of you. Thank you.
Lufthansa cargo 528, continuing taxi runway 27 via Alpha.
And East Midlands traffic following the Lufthansa World Express 232, taxiing to runway 27 via Bravo and Alpha. Oh, James, I'm slow in this 777. It's been a minute. And of course, spad.net's not working didn't help things either. That did not help at all. I'm loving the way the planes feel on the ground in 24. Different vibe entirely to 2020. Bit of head tracker action. Let's go. I think 2024 is getting there now, Matt. Like, if they'd released what is currently out this time last year, we'd have been like, yeah, this is really good. But instead, we've had just a year of utter grief, I think, really, haven't we? It's not been good. It has not been good. I mean, really, it should have been Flight Sim 25. Really. Now, it's easy to say now, isn't it? But, like, hindsight being 2020 and all of that. But, yeah. I think it was probably a lot of boardroom nonsense that got that rushed out the door, and it did a lot of damage. A lot of damage. I think I'll delete 2020 when the 7.3 gets here. That'll be my plan. Then I just don't see any point, really. Yeah, like, what reason is there for 2020 at that point? Other than just, like, stability complaints with 24. Do I prefer flying in the day or at night? In terms of, like, live stream activity and a lot of people that can make it, nighttime. But in terms of actually looking out the window, daytime. I'm not enjoying this at the moment, to be honest with you, the nighttime side of it. I mean, I suppose I could just fiddle it. It's an option. Am I going to get the 7.5? Yep. I'm absolutely rooting for Bluebird. I hope they can come out the gates as a bit of a PMDG-like competitor, you know? Not saying they have to be exactly like PMDG, but I just hope that they can kind of be up there at that level. It sounds like they might be, like, just kind of watching all their videos that they put out. Like, they're really, really focusing on the detail. Like, the deep, deep simulation of that plane, rather than just, you know, it being a scripted thing, point A to point B style of thing. It sounds like they're going deep, which I love. I love that. Can't wait for the Indy-Builds A340. Yeah, well, I'll see on that. I've got to be honest, I'm not holding my breath on that one. I imagine, yeah, the same thing will happen as last time. Yeah, the big fuss will be made out of it, and then a month later, that's when we'll know whether it was any good or not. Not the initial launch week where everyone goes crazy over it. I hope it's good. Like, I'm not trying to be negative. I do hope it's good. I don't know, I'm just not buying it. Like, if Phoenix came out with it, I'd be like, oh my god, guys, this is going to be amazing. Just buy it sight unseen. Of course it's going to be good. What's the matter with you? Whereas now, having what we've been through with the Indy builds, I'd be like, yeah, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. No idea, Milos. Couldn't tell you, mate. I've not tried the iFly, no, Tobias. No, I haven't. Maybe I'll grab it when there's a proper 2024 version. That being said, by that point, maybe PMDG will be out with theirs. Right, parking brake on. Alright, Cologne Grandin Tower is still online. For now. Nothing on the approach by the look of it. Fingers and toes crossed then. There he goes.
Honda Cargo 528 to light and white runway 27, yeah, East Midlands traffic.
Yeah, not loving this at night. Sunset over that way, I suppose. No, we're not in SU4 beta today. There's been issues with it with certain planes. Yeah, gone back to SU3.
528 taking off from 827.
East Midlands traffic, Wild Express 232, behind the departing Lufthansa cargo, lining up runway 27 behind East Midlands traffic. Right, landing lights on. Strobe on. And I need to do Tara. And we can get out there. Start the clock. SU4 doesn't work with 777. Okay. Yeah, I'd heard rumours. I just didn't fancy chancing it tonight, to be honest with you. There we go. The lights do look good in 2024, I'll give you that. Like the way everything's kind of glowing and... I'll give you that.
Lufthansa Cargo 528, East Midlands traffic passing 2,000 feet.
Right, give him another minute. That'll give us 2 minutes separation. Easy peasy. So speed is good, heading's good, altitude's good. Flight directors will turn those on. We will arm LNAV, arm VNAV, and where's the auto throttle? That's armed by default, that's fine. The PMDG 737 are going to be available in 24 soon. Yes, they are. Can't wait. East Midlands traffic, World Express 232, taking off runway 27 on a SAPCO 1 November departure, East Midlands. Right, parking brake off. Hold it on the brakes. Auto throttle is set. And V1. Up we go. Gear up. I've just had quite a terrible thought. Is my live weather on? I think it is. No, it's not. Shit. Okay. That's better. Done. East Midlands traffic, World Express 232 passing 2000 airborne out of 27. SAPCO 1 November, East Midlands traffic. Whoops a daisy! Okay, let's trim that nose down a bit, shall we? God, this plane really wants to pitch up. Left hand coming up. Cheers, Flex. And this hand flying on the yoke is so different to doing it with the side stick. Alright, let's get that autopilot on. We're off! Oh, hello Rob. Realised I bought the NZXT H5 Flow from Amazon today, but didn't use your affiliate link. Oh dear, Rob. What do we think? Is that a lifetime ban or not? I'll let chat be the judge. Alright, coming up on 9,000. We are...
Traffic right now, 55 Lima Charlie, taxi runway 27 eastbound.
Wait until Sapco. We'll stay at 9,000 until Sapco. Then we'll take a view on things and climb up to 350. Should I get the 777 freighter or the A300 for cargo flights? I really like the 777 and I know a lot about the stuff. I would do the 777. Personally. I feel like the 777's a really big plane, but the freighter gives you license to go to all sorts of cool places that you wouldn't necessarily take a 300ER. Left Seat Live says you need to buy 2 NZXT cases with my affiliate link to make up for it. There you go, Rob. Problem solved. That's fine by me. Just heard you on frequency. I'm descending into Manchester. Nice one, Flex. Happy landings. Sorry for fouling the airwaves. Already have the 777 300ER and I've been flying it since it came out and I really like it. Well, there you go then. I mean, in terms of quality of product, the 777 is far higher than the A300. Regardless of which one you want. Yeah, 9950X3D, Rob, we'll put on the basket. 5090. Go for one of those overclocked ones as well that are like £700 more than they should be. Then we'll see where we are after that. East Midlands Traffic World Express 232 at Sapco at 9,000 feet, climbing now flight level 350. Three, 5-0, and then we press level change. Where's that? It's really hard looking at it in the dark. Here we go. Off-world, there you are. We're off to Cologne. Oh god, I thought the sim was going to crash then. That had me worried. Alright, there's 10,000 feet. Projected takeoff is off. Turn the lights off. And then we've got our descent checklist. Next. How am I feeling about the E-Jets? Your voice scared me in the silence. Sorry, Dylan. Boxes indeed. DHL. If you can even see it. There you go, there's the tail. Go crazy for all the graphics, now we can't see it at night. Something feels a bit backwards about that, but never mind. Yeah, Reaper, I've never tried the E-Jets, I don't really know. Did you just get the triple beep from V-Pilot? Yeah, I did. It's someone saying hello in the chat messages, that's all. No controller. How are we looking? I think we're going to be too high for anything really. Oh god, it's all... Are you shitting me? They've gone offline. Oh, what the hell is wrong with me? Am I just like a VATSIM curse? I'm actually a VATSIM curse, aren't I? I should have started from Cologne and flown back. It was lit up like a Christmas tree right before we... Oh, I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. Don't they know who I am? Maybe they do, that's the problem. They're like, holy shit, air knots coming. Turn it off. Everyone off. That's probably what it is. They probably disperse. Someone's taken tower at Leipzig, someone's gone on to tower at Frankfurt, and then they just leave Cologne in the dark. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Divert to Amsterdam. Nah, we've got a plan and we'll stick with it. Alright, where are you going? You're looking very close to me somehow. Where are you going? Manchester. CRJV2 is pretty good now. Again, another plane I've not tried. The E-Jets. I guess I could be tempted to have a look at them. But yeah. I definitely kind of fall back to Boeing / Airbus. You sort of feel like if PMDG make a plane or Phoenix make a plane, you know what you're getting. Whereas I'm always a little bit like, when I hear of a developer making a certain plane, it's like, it's cool that you're making the plane, but like, what are you like at making planes? Because wasn't there a load of drama with the E-Jets about like the whole early access thing or something? The FSS E-Jets don't have VNAV or a lot of systems depth. There you go then. Maybe I'll give it a miss. Right, why is my speed... VNAV speed. There we go, that's better. X-plane ones are excellent, are they? What's the MD-11 like these days? I was thinking when that gets into 24, once they do like a Pucker 2024 version, I might have a look at that. That could be quite cool. They said they'd have VNAV last summer and they still don't. Yeah. Was that the one that people have been paying to have early access to? I don't know how I feel about early access. Because like they could disappear tomorrow and... Yeah, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? MD-11 is a bit of a downer. It's not better and more popular. Oh, off-world flipping heck. A delivery. I reckon Off-World's got like a little book just full of these. Okay, we're going to be making a turn at Bensu, which should take us over Heathrow. Should I get the 5080 Super or wait for the RX 10900 XT 36GB of VRAM? I mean, with AMD, I'd believe it when you see it, with anything in regards to rumours like that. If I were buying a graphics card right now, if I was in the market right now, I wouldn't buy anything. I would wait for the 5080 Super. Like, honestly, I was listening to, I don't know if any of you listened to it. I don't know if you're familiar with a YouTube channel called Moore's Law is Dead. He's like a tech tuber. He does a podcast called Broken Silicon. And I was listening to that while I was walking the dog earlier. And he was seemingly thinking that Super refresh is soon. Like, possibly 1 to 2 months soon. Like, maybe October time. So, wait and see. I mean, part of me was like, shit, should I sell my 4080 while it's still worth something and then get a 5080 Super out of it for not that much more money? So, I don't know. I don't know. We should have gone tomorrow as it's Cologne Wednesday. Oh. It's just bang out of order. I'm sick of it. Look at it. How dare they? Oh, hello. Something's happened. Is that Bremen radar? Oh, no. Maastricht radar.
Victoria Condor 587 landing runway.
Well, we might have something then. We might have something. Do I want to become a controller? Not really. I feel like I'm having... Oh, that London looks awful bright, doesn't it? I feel like I'm having too much fun just flying. Which is a bit selfish of me, maybe? Who's that down there? That's Heathrow down there, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know what my 4080 is worth at the moment. I assume not nearly as much as it once was. What's that yellow thing down there? I don't know. Just weird things lighting up. In the queue to get your S1 in Portugal at the moment. 49 ahead, but better than 1,100 ahead in the UK. Yeah, Grumpy had that trouble. Like, Grumpy tried getting into it, and the wait time was just easy. On the one hand, it's really good, I suppose, because it means that those that do get through are given the proper time, the proper training, and it's not a rush job, which means the network benefits. On the other hand, there's vast times of day where there's nothing on, where there perhaps could be if all the controllers were trained. So it's like a catch-22, isn't it? Because I know, like, Grumpy would just be brilliant at it. Utterly brilliant. He'd have so much time and passion to give to it, and he can't. So he flies with me, basically. But, yeah. I think he was advised to go to... I don't know, like Norway or something like that, because they said you might get a quicker thing there. Will I get the Windwing Cyber Taurus Boeing yoke? Yeah, I'm curious to see what the pricing is on that. That could be the limiting factor. Grumpy might refuse to handle Boeings, yeah.
Onto the left, 27 right.
Let's have a look on eBay. Let's have a look on eBay. Oh, they are dropping from when we last looked. No. 578. Oh, it's bidding. We need to look at completed auctions. Sold items, there we go. Asus Pro Art 690. That's a parts only. We'll ignore that. MSI Supreme. Is that a Supreme? Yeah, it is. 771. Even the Expert one, which is kind of MSI's take on the Founders, 750. Mine's a Founders. Would that make it worth more? Perhaps. Come on, show me a Founders. 799. Best offer accepted. So they didn't get 799 then, did they? They got less than that. Oh dear. Come on, give me another Founders. I'm going to type Founders into the search, actually. $771, $740. Had it up for $822, but accepted an offer. $975, $850, $925. So I'm thinking at least 1,000 for mine. I reckon on a good day you might, yeah, I reckon maybe 750. Trouble is, I don't like the idea of sending something like that on eBay. I feel like the opportunity to get pissed around by somebody on eBay selling something that valuable could be quite high. If you know what I mean. I think I'd be really happy if I came away with 800. Touched by air not. Damn, Al, that doesn't sound good. Maybe if I sign it, that'll like double its value, right? Do I fly all airplane plane types? Yeah, yeah. Well, no, I don't actually. I fly pretty much Boeing and Airbus. That's a lie. How are you doing, Toby? Yeah, so if I sign it, what do we think? 5 grand? 10 grand? What are we thinking? It's got to be worth at least that, right? Minimum. Minimum. Hey, Yosef. Offbod saying now we've got more players using their consoles, maybe they could be encouraged to become Xbox controllers. Dunce. Toby saying 100 grand. I don't know. Sounds fair. Sounds reasonable. Given the height of my fame. You know. It's a lot. I did have somebody email me just saying would I give it to them. I put out the video that I'd upgraded, well not upgraded, side graded to a 7900 XTX, and I got an email that night being like, it would mean a lot if you'd give it to me. It's like, what? But yeah, I tell you what would mean a lot to me as well, £1,000 in my bank account. Cheeky git. I think maybe there's this assumption that like all YouTubers are like rich or something, which I am certainly not. All right, let's just put that out there immediately. But I can kind of see maybe where they would, because you know, like loads of YouTubers, they appear like rich people. I make a video being like, I swapped this expensive graphics card for this other expensive graphics card. So I can see why maybe they might think that. So I don't hold it against them. But at the same time, like, that was a lot of money for me to spend, and I didn't do it lightly. It wasn't like, yeah, just add it to the pile of graphics cards, you know, just... Yeah, it was not like that. Where is my Airbus stick? That's a good question, Toby. I'll show you in a minute. It's in the graphics settings, is it not? Turn off traffic. And also in the... I don't know. I forget now. I'll show you where my Airbus stick is. I've got like 4 graphics cards, Rob, total. 5 if you count my old GTX 280 from 2008, which I've got as like an ornament as you walk up the stairs. Like, got like pictures of the children and the dog when he was a puppy, and I've got the GTX 280 next to them. And I refuse to move it. It was a great card. Good God, this thing's heavy. Alright, here is my Airbus side stick. For Toby, who's asking. We're going to Cologne, Toby. It's here. I've been busy. I've been 3D modelling stuff. So... Oh, God, that's loud. Sorry. Let me show you. Hang on. I showed you guys earlier in this morning's stream. So apologies if you already know all this. Right, here it is. This is the massive Moser AB9. And I've been struggling to mount my FS Project stick to it. So what I've done so far is I've just basically cut a hole out and I've put a little lip around it that I 3D printed to basically kind of hold it down and kind of stop it flapping as I move it. And it's not that great. I don't really like it. So I wanted to make something better. So, the trouble is though, it's kind of hard to mount your FS Project stick to this because, well, look at it. What you can do is, obviously you can just have the stick attached to the, the center post bit. But obviously as you move the stick, it sort of does this across the top of the AB9. And occasionally it can get stuck. The blue gator can get stuck, which is a bit annoying. So I got the old protractors out, figured out the angles, and I 3D printed this. Well, I 3D modelled it first. I tried learning fusion thingy, whatever it's called. So this is like a little, almost like a little wedge. This bit here, and it kind of goes on. You can see. I printed 2 of them. And now you can see the top has been sort of levelled by those 2 wedges, so it's like we've got a flat top now. And then we've got these little hook things, just see them there, that the gator of the side stick can flap over and sort of catch onto. So, if I put it on, whereas before, when you sort of moved it, the blue gator would sort of move with the stick and just basically kind of move around everywhere. Now if I hook it over, hold the line. I'm nearly there. There, it's on. I've hooked the blue gator around these little hooks, and now if we move it, you see it kind of just stays where it should stay. Now I've had to buy some new bolts off of Amazon, but they are delayed. So actually it doesn't really work at the moment, which is a bit annoying. How far till top of thingy? Top of descent, 88 miles, fine. So yeah, I've got some new M4 bolts coming from Amazon because the additional depth that those 3D printed things make means the bolts no longer reach, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, there we go. Right, I've missed out on loads of messages because I was showing you that thing, sorry. Who's saying what? Are you still happy with the 7900 XTX, says JD Man on Twitch. I'm building my first sim PC. I'm just afraid it could be forever before the new Supers actually come out. Micro Center has the Hellhound XTX for $800. Thinking of going that route for now. See what happens with the new stuff. Yeah, I mean, I heard tonight on a podcast from YouTuber Moore's Law is Dead. I think he said it could be like as little as October, November, and they could be out. So, yeah, up to you really. If I were building right now, I'd be hanging on. I think that's for sure. How much VRAM does your GPU use? Let's have a look. Right now, 11.3 gig at cruise. Now keep in mind, this morning in the 737 at Bristol, which is a handcrafted airport, I was using about 7.5. 7.5. So yeah, I think the 5080 Super is going to be the one to get. If that, you know, comes out with 24 gigs of VRAM and it maintains the same price as what we already have, great. More of that, please. If I were building a new system, I would probably put that in it. Because I don't feel like I need necessarily all the horsepower of a 5090, I just need the VRAM. Where am I flying to? Cologne. Yeah, it's weird time. Weird time with all these Supers coming out. Or the rumour of them at least. But yeah, I think I would be hanging on. Yeah, Spoon, I'm the same. I don't really care about Nvidia versus AMD. I kind of feel like that kind of thinking is probably not good for you. Just go with what's right for you, for your budget, for your requirements. Like, I didn't want an AMD card, not really. Not really. But it solved my problem. So, when you get your Airbus joystick working, can you do a A350 like one of your videos? As in do an A350 flight? You think 5080 Super could be good for 4K? Yeah, I mean, I'm at 4K now with 24 gigs of VRAM, and we're using about 11.3. Now on the 4080 Super, yes, I know it's a 16 gig card. However, quite often 13.8, 13.7, sometimes 14.1 is available. It depends what Windows allocates to the sim. So you lose about 2 gig off the bat. So we would have just under 2.5 gigs, or just over 2.5 gigs of VRAM remaining, which looks fine right now because we're in cruise. But then if you imagine we were to divert to Frankfurt on a very busy Frankfurt Friday, that would probably get eaten very, very, very quickly. So it's very nice to have a big, fat 10 gig plus buffer, because at Edinburgh, from the Pyrenees scenery in the Phoenix on VATSIM, I've seen it go as high as 17.5 at 4K. So on that basis, hopefully a 5080 Super for 4K would be quite good. Although, I don't know if you saw my last video, 2 videos ago, the Sim Update 3 analysis. One thing we found was that using a 9800X3D with the 4080 Super, there was a really high CPU overhead when running at 4K, and with the AMD card there wasn't. So the main thread time was quite high on the 4080 Super at 4K, and I was like, oh well, we're CPU limited, no point dropping the resolution because you're not going to see any higher because we're CPU limited. Turns out that was really, really wrong, and dropping to 1440p, it was like the main thread time got way lower and our FPS went way up. And I was reading into it, and apparently it's because at 4K there's more calls to the driver to put the frames on the screen, and that kind of overhead hits your CPU. But on the AMD card we didn't see that. So I don't know. I'm not saying it will be that way forever, but all I can do is report what I find. Like, I've got no motive, I don't really care. Nvidia, AMD, whatever. I'm really more like Team Wallet, to be honest. Team Wallet and Team U. Thing is, using OLED for flight sim would bother me because so much of the time the screen is the same. Like, I feel like I would just burn all of this into your OLED. Yeah, JD Man makes a good point. 5080 Super sounds like the perfect solution if we're able to actually get one at the price they're talking about. Yeah. That's the problem. That's the problem. Because it's all well and good getting excited, thinking, oh, Nvidia are going to do a 5080 Super for $999 and that's going to be brilliant. It's like, okay, good luck getting one. Don't some OLEDs have a burn-in clearer? There's no... It's inevitable. Like, if you were to flight sim with that thing for a year or 2, it's kind of inevitable, really. Just on how it works. Like, there's no way around it, to be honest. Right, who's that in front of me? Right, I better start slowing up. 3,000 feet in the window, then when we cross top of descent mark, we can go for it. Yeah, like Matt said, you can't really not burn into it. Because the way an OLED works, it's kind of got organic matter in each pixel. Hence, OLED. The O stands for organic. And anything that's organic, as we all know, wears out, including us. So when the pixel is at white, that's full brightness. When the pixel's black, that's like 0% brightness. That's how they can get like total blacks, because on a pixel by pixel level, it just doesn't light up, so you get a pure black. So if you imagine you've got a completely black screen, but then a white square in the center. Then that little white square in the center is going to be working way harder and therefore be aging quicker than the rest of the black that's around it, because that's not doing anything. That's what gives you the burn-in effect. Because it's an uneven aging of all the pixels. I'm landing 242, Matt. Yeah. Can we do a flight standstill to Corfu? Maybe. Kind of far, though. Maybe do it as a video. Okay, why are we not descending? Oh, we are descending. Good. I was going to say, why is it not descending on its own? Do I need to intervene? It's 2 hours 55, yeah, so to do that live in one hit, I would find that a bit boring, to be honest. Yeah, an LCD like an IPS is going to be better. Because if you're going to be sat just looking straight ahead at a cockpit, then yeah. Cologne traffic, World Express 232, inbound Sierra Papa, India, 21 miles to run, descending now from flight level 350 for a 24 arrival. I have done a 3-hour stream. I've done much longer streams than that. It's just sitting there and cruise for that amount of time I don't find enjoyable. I'd much rather do 3 1-hour flights than 1 3-hour flight, if that makes sense. I'm in my S1 controller training right now in Sweden. Hope you'll fly there at some point when I've passed. Of course I will, yeah. Sounds great. Good luck. Hope it all goes well for you. Evening, Matt. Is there going to be any particular airfields you're going to cover, do you think, or we're not sure? Can't believe it. We've just totally threaded the needle of avoiding ATC again. Matt, what's your speed? You're at 290, alright, I'll keep it at 260. Yeah, so Toby's making a point about can we go to such and such a place on the video, on stream, and basically it'd be a bit far really for my liking, so thinking we can start bringing back some of the videos. I heard any builds optimise their scenery. Is that true? No idea. I mean, I would hope they do. But yeah, I don't work there, so I don't know. Yeah, it'd be nice to... I've got some videos that I need to work through at the moment that are kind of like in the books that have to happen. But once I've kind of cleared those, it'd be nice to sort of do one... Maybe one a week might be too much, but like one a fortnight where we just do a flight somewhere on VATSIM, point A to point B. Will you get the Indie Builds Manchester coming out soon? No, probably not, because I've already got the Mako Sim one, and I'm quite happy with that. Any joystick recommendations other than the Airbus and Moser? Looking to pair it with a Honeycomb Bravo. What are you looking to fly though, Matt? That's the question. Like, if you want to fly fighter jets, then, you know, that changes the conversation, I suppose. Okay, we are wildly above profile here. Commercial and A400s. So when you say Airbus, you mean the FS Project Stick? Is that what you're talking about? I was bang on top of descent. The plane did it all itself. It's just it's been gradually missing, creeping away. That's right, we're quite slow, relatively. Oh, the Thrustmaster TCA. That was going to be one that I recommended. There is the Windwing. Ursa Minor, I think it's called. Not tried it though, so I can't tell you for sure. There is one person in my Discord that had a bit of a rough time with the Ursa Minor in terms of getting support from Windwing. I think something was broken on it and was basically just told to, no, when they reported it. I don't know whether he just got unlucky on the customer support lottery. Maybe the agent who was in charge wasn't, or handled that case didn't do quite what they should have done, I don't know. I don't believe it does, Felix, no. Yeah, there you go, Matt says he had a good experience. So yeah, it can always be a bit of a lottery, can't it, customer support. Yeah, I can't wait to get their tiller. Because it's so cheap, they can't give warranty or refunds if it's broken. Surely they can. Surely they have to give a warranty. But I mean, the stuff comes with a warranty, right? Surely. Ooh, what's just come online here? Nothing for us. Brilliant. Yeah, I was just thinking, Matt, I mean, I've been at 260 the whole time. I'll go 220. Cologne traffic, Wild Express 232, speed 220 for separation, and we are inbound for a 24 arrival. Inbound Iruki.
Lufthansa Cargo 528, speeding up now 300, inbound for the ILS 24 for Cologne traffic.
Is the Thrustmaster yoke worth it? I've had a great time with it.
Cologne traffic vacating runway 31 right via Alpha 3, East Cologne traffic.
It's been very, very good. We were saying earlier though, it's feeling a little bit sticky. If that's the right turn of phrase to use. It is feeling a little bit sticky. Maybe it needs a bit of WD-40 or something. I can always hold at cola if need be as well. I mean coal. We are indeed, Tony. Ah, the speed brake's working on the 777. Yeah, yeah, that is thanks to spad.next. Yeah, let's go speed 200.
Cologne traffic, this is 2467, we are 10 miles out on the island on 24.
Have you tried the Thrustmaster AB side stick? Don't think so, Todd? AB side stick, what's that all about? As in the blue TCA one? Thoughts on the Moser? Which one, Cav? The AB9? Yeah, I mean, the TCA stick, I mean, you can pick it up for like 40 quid sometimes. So kind of think of it in those terms. It's a great stick to get you started. I would say the throttle unit is way better than the stick. But there's, you know, it's not like it's a bad stick. It's just, it's built to a price. Yeah, AB9. Yeah, we've got the AB9 here, Cavs. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It is the finest. Yeah, it is absolutely the finest example of a stick I've ever used. It felt so much like the one that I used at Gatwick in their A320 sim there. Windwing stick is way better. Lots of people are praising the Windwing stick. I've never tried it, so I find it quite hard to comment on stuff like that, but a lot of you do seem to really like it. Oh, you're coming in as well. That could be interesting. You're at 8,000.
Wings 429, taxi via Alpha to holding point 31 right.
Yeah, it seems like it seems popular at the moment. It's got a lot of mindshare, hasn't it? Right, where's DHL2 Echo Zulu going to go? They're going to follow us. Have I contemplated the Moser AY210? Is that the yoke? Where's DHL going? Shed's lovely and warm, Zach. I've got 2 giant space heaters in here in the form of PCs. Yeah, I'd love to give it a go at some point, Cav. Only thing that just like looking at it puts me off is that it's like a pole yoke, kind of like GA style push-pull, whereas this one, I know it's not force feedback, but it pivots here, and I really like that about it. Kind of has that like airliner feel about it, which I guess is what Windwing are doing with their, whatever it's called, Cyber Taurus thing. But man, I have no idea what that's. Surely that's got to be £1,000. Surely that's got to be 4 figures. I just look at that and I think, no way, that's not 4 figures. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Okay, Navrad. 109.1, that's tuned, that's good. Minimums are 535, I believe.
Current traffic, Lufthansa 2, Zulu established, ILS, runway 31 right.
Okay, recall, auto brake is armed. Minimums, we'll do a flaps,
Hearing 49, cross runway 24 via Alpha.
do flaps 30, so that'll be 140. That's all good. Okay, DHL's following us in, that's nice. Okay, let's go speed 195. I don't like it in the dark. Not a fan of this.
2 wings, 5 Mike Kilo, crossing runway 24 left, Cologne traffic.
Lufthansa Cargo 528 to runway 244 Cologne traffic, 10 miles out.
Cologne traffic, Lufthansa 2, 31 right, 2 miles out.
Haha, yeah, this one's going 3-1 right. By the look of it. I'm going to vector out, I think. Where are you going? Cologne traffic, World Express 232, flying base for a 2-4 arrival. For separation of other traffic, we're going to fly heading 005 and then loop back around Cologne traffic. Yeah, I'm getting out of the way. Thanks, Cav. Simon, the weather's alright. Right, what's going on? 3-1 is landed. Okay, you're going to Leon, thank goodness. So now if I go direct...
Hearing 429, line up runway 31 right.
Cheers, Dan.
Lufthansa Cargo 528 on a 6-mile final now from runway 24 Cologne traffic.
And World Express 232, turning final now for a 24 ILS approach into Cologne traffic, 15 miles out. How you doing, Pablo? At least it gives Matt a bit more room in front as well. He's nearly 10 miles out now by the time we turn, and we should be good.
Traffic, Lufthansa took a little runway 31 right to Sydney.
Right, let's set our...
Hearing 429, takeoff runway 31 right.
Damn, we're going to have quite a taxi. Auto brakes 3, but auto brakes 4, what will that do? Oof. Auto brakes 4 it is then. I feel like we did this earlier though. We'll go 3. What's happening? They taken off? No messing.
Lufthansa Cargo 528, short final runway 24 for the ILS, 2.5 miles out, Cologne traffic.
Get the approach mode on.
2500.
Get down. And Cologne traffic, World Express 232 joining the ILS for runway 24, 10 miles to run. Okay, 160 until 5, I think, will be appropriate. Got a little bit of a wind going on here, haven't we? Okay, go around altitude is 5,000. Go flaps 15. Go flaps 30, and we're doing a VREF of 140. Add 5 to it. Give us 145.
Lufthansa Cargo 528, vacated from 24 via Tango, taxiing to stand, Whiskey 185 Tango.
Now Cologne traffic, World Express 232 on a 5-mile final for runway 24, Cologne traffic. Okay, that's one just taken off. I think we're alright now. Unless this guy's coming in on the ILS. But I hope not. Cheers, nerds! Alright then. So we've got gear down. Speed brake armed. Altimeters are set. Let's have it then, shall we? Cologne traffic, World Express 232 on a 3-mile final for runway 24, Cologne traffic. Let's go. Oh, I don't like flying at night. This sucks.
Approaching minimums.
Continue.
200.
Oh no, that wasn't the call out, was it? Ah!
Minimums.
Continue. Ah.
50. 30. 20. 10.
One. Ugh, that wasn't great. Felt like I just couldn't see where the hell I was going. Don't like it. Don't like flying at night. Right, we're going to have to come off on Bravo, aren't we? Ugh. Yeah, it was alright. It wasn't great though, was it? Again. Just struggling to see basic things here at the moment. I don't like that. Maybe we need to load up FSI panel and do some practice. Maybe that's what we need to do. Oh wait, I'm on the bloody backtrack. Again, see, I can't see where I'm going. I'd have seen that in the day. Right. Hey, co-pilot's back though. I've only just noticed you, mate. Can you even get a 777 up here? Cologne traffic, World Express 232, vacated runway 24 via Bravo. Right, where the... Cologne traffic, World Express 232, taxiing to stand Echo 30 via Bravo and Alpha. Alright, let's turn off our thingy to exponder. Let's clean up the wing. Let's also turn off the landing lights. And we'll turn off, whoops, turn off the strobe. And we'll start the APU. Oh. Yeah, Zach, I love East Midlands. It's a great little place, isn't it? I'm going to hold. I'm going to hold. Make sure there's no one coming. Cologne traffic, Wild Express 232, crossing 14 right. Then we want to sort of cross here and fork to the left. Follow the greens.
Line up on the 2 left and take off.
Cologne traffic, can you specify 557 on base, runway 24, Cologne traffic.
Got to get better at night flying. Got to get better at that. What we'll do, we'll disconnect from VATSIM. Got till about 10 o'clock. So we can do some landing practice with FSI panel if you want. After we park up and get paid by the VA, even though we're not technically using the VA, even though we are. There's FedEx.
Cologne traffic, can you
Cheers,
specify
Matt.
57, turning final, runway 24, Cologne.
Where are we going now? Round to the right. Here we go, look. I can see some DHL down there. Damn it, I'm speeding. Right, what did I say I was going? Echo 30. 21, 22, 24. Oh, there it is. Actually, that's wrong. Let's go down to DHL. There's no one here. Who cares? Ain't nobody here. This will do. Let's go for 40.
Cologne traffic, can you specify 57, 5 mile final, runway 24, Cologne.
Sounds like an experienced pilot there. Confident on the mic.
Nope.
Oh, you and me both, buddy. Right, that'll do. APU is running, so taxi lights are off, engines off, beacon off. Let's close the flight, see how much money we made. Come on. Hey, 10 out of 10. Not too bad. Not too. It says it was a great touchdown. I would kind of disagree with that to a point. We were getting on for being late, though. Another 100 metres and we'd have been in trouble. And maximum centerline deviation of 3 metres. Ugh. Still, though, look at that. 81k for a cargo run over to Cologne. Big money in cargo on New Sky, that's for sure. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Lovely jubbly. Right, what we're going to do, because I really do need to get better at this. FSI panel. I'm just going to do a couple of landings with FSI panel before we call it a night. Which also means I need to disconnect from VATSIM, because if I don't do that, that could be awful. And I need to load a state with... Let's do the approach state. FSI panel, where are you? Yeah, we know. It's sorting itself out. Alright, let's go 2-4 again. And let's move the aircraft. Love FSI panel for this. It sounds like someone's doing the hoovering back there, doesn't it? There we go.
2500.
And we just give it a moment, and it will set us up for a landing. So the piano markers, are they right next to the pappies, or should they be? Right, hold your brakes. Are we doing it visual, are we? Looks like it. Visual it is. Feels like we're coming in awful high and awful fast.
500.
And I suppose visuals is what we want. Come on.
400, 300.
Happy seem happy. They won't be if I carry on like this though. Yeah, 3 whites. Fuck. Okay.
30.
Weezer floating.
40, 10.
Oh god, I got my parking brake on. That won't help. Yeah, that's not going to help. Damn it. Why won't my parking brake turn off? Oh, bollocks. It's done it again, isn't it? Gah! Yeah, I do keep the detents on. Whilst you're on, do you still have your 3D printed flaps, bindings, double-sided tape thing as per your video? Did I end up gluing them? I think I ended up gluing them. Yeah, I did. I can see the glue from here. I can't turn my brakes off. Okay. Weird. Weird. I think Spad's having another issue. Come on. Why won't you do it? Why won't you do it? Well, in that case, it's 9:45. I'm calling it a night. The shopping's going to be here in a minute from the food delivery service, so I've got to go and sort that out, actually. Well, I don't have to. My wife will do it, but I should probably be a good husband and go and help her out. Press the brakes. I am. They ain't doing shit. Not to put too fine a point on it. They ain't doing nothing. So we're kind of stuck here for the minute. Sadly. Right. I need to go. Did it wasn't? No, I mean, it is working. It's just the brakes won't turn off. So I don't really know what's going on, which is a bit weird. Late shifts do. Yeah, that's just ended. I'm about to go in. Done double shift today. Streamed today, streamed this morning, and streamed this evening. I sort of wanted to compare numbers in a way. Obviously, I haven't streamed for as long tonight. I mean, it's only been just over 2 hours tonight versus like the 4.5 that we did earlier. It's just always a struggle to do it in the evenings. I'm aware that it's better for the channel in the evenings, potentially. But at the same time, it's not better for me in my life. So it's always a tricky balance. Anyway, guys, thank you all for coming along. Thank you for the support. Thank you for hitting the like button, sharing it, doing all that good stuff. Couldn't do it all without you at all. And I will see you for our next stream, which will most likely be on Thursday, 9:30 AM UK time. So hopefully see as many of you there as possible. And I might pop up in between like I have tonight. You never know, in between now and then. Until then, you have a nice evening. Look after yourselves. And I will see you next time. Cheers. Wrong button. Brilliant.